G'day everyone, Rach here from Inky Planners. Welcome to another ink swatching video. I will just start by saying a couple of things. Firstly, hello to any new subscribers, welcome. This is supposed to be ink and planners, but it's mostly ink at the moment. I'm probably sounding a little bit sick, I don't know. I feel like I've got something coming on, so I apologise if you can hear if my voice sounds a little bit weird. And I'm in an unheated room on a winter's morning, which is probably not good, but with some other stuff that's going on, I wanted to do a little bit of something that fills me with joy. So we're going to do an ink swatch haul from Desk Bandit. I'm not sure when you're going to see this video because I've still got a haul from June that hasn't gone up yet, and so it's likely that you may see some of these inks before you actually see this haul video. I'll see how it works out. For those that know or don't, as the case may be, I care for a parent with dementia, and that parent's currently in hospital, so I don't know how long they're going to be in hospital yet, and it may be that you just see a lot of ink swatch videos at the moment because that's all I can do, so we'll just see how we go. So I've got my trusty ink journal for the year, some well-used ripped sheet, my very favourite Kakamori brass dip pen. So let's crack open. This arrived yesterday while I was at the hospital, and I was too knackered last night to do anything about it. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. So we should have, I don't think there's any need to keep that, a Tim Tam. We'll have that later, or I'll put it in the bag to take to the hospital. Okay, so I can't quite remember what prompted this haul, other than, gee, I haven't brought any ink samples for over a month. I'm not sure why I've got those ones there, so we'll just put those there, other than they may not fit. Okay, so we've got a nice little swatch. I know that there is a few Ferris wheel presses, but beyond that, and some wearingals, I'm not going to fiddle around trying to keep them in families. We'll just take them out one at a time and do them, and I'll put them in my regular ink swatch colour families, which I've got a video on. That's a good page to show you, isn't it? So I have them sectioned off in this by either family and colour, so I'll spend some time doing that. Okay, so first cab off the rank is Ferris Wheel Presses Tumultuous Tides. I'm looking forward to trying this. Now, I see people do this, and I'm wondering, stick their thing in a little thing of sellotape, which gives it maybe just a little bit of space. There's a bit of ink in here, so we might see if that's enough for the swatch. And the other thing I'm going to do is make my squares a little bit bigger than they have been. I'm out of practice. See, a whole month without ink swatching, I'm out of practice. Look at this colour though. Wow. I don't know if it's got any shimmery properties, so we'll just make a little blob. This is Ferris Wheel Press. Oh, let's just not have an ink catastrophe. I don't know if that's on properly. I can't spell at 6 o'clock in the morning. Tumult. voluptuous. There's an U missing, but that doesn't matter. Tides, though. I like this blue though. I'm not sure that it has any properties. I can't quite remember. I have a birthday coming up in 3 months or something like that, and I was thinking I would treat myself to some Ferris wheel press bottles, but I still don't know how to narrow it down. Alright, next up we've got Robert Oster whiskey. Look at it in this thing. I don't know how well it shows up with the lights. It really does look like whiskey. Okay, we've got a bit of moisture around there. Let's just get that out of the way. I think these squares, we're going to have paper issues. We might be able to fit them all on though. I quite like that. So this is Robert Oster, not Oscar, whiskey. I wonder how that compares to Diamine's Autumn Oak. Actually, let's do it this way, would be the fastest way to find it. No, it's a lot brighter. And it's different paper, so it's probably not a good comparison. Okay. But I do like that. Wow. This is Ferris Wheel Press's Majestic Maple Syrup, and it is a shimmer. Now somebody told me I wonder if I can find this easily. This is where I need to learn how to put music into the thing. Somebody told me that my workshop wishes that I had swatched in July was actually something different. Now I don't know if I can find this quickly enough to say, but let's have a quick squiz and see. Okay, what's the best way to do this? Was it was a disc? No, so you haven't seen that yet. That's interesting. Steeped umber. They were talking about steeped umber. Can we not play the video? I just want to see the comments. Oh, I don't know how to do all of this. I'll put it in the description below. But somebody said that this Ferris Wheel Press Steeped Umber was mislabeled, and I'm wondering if they said it would be this. Majestic Maple Syrup, I can't remember. I'll correct it in the description below, so open that up and have a wee read and see what I've said. Anyway, let's try not to take forever in a day. I either haven't got very much ink on here, or it's a very light ink. Majestic. I'll do a quick flick back. I don't think they're the same thing at all. So either I'm just wrong anyway. So if that was labelled wrong, it's not that, surely. So it's something else she said it is. It'll be in the description below. Note to future self, Rachel. Dominant Industry Periwinkle Twinkle. Oh yes, this looked very pretty, but I also feel like this might cause a problemo. We might do it up there. Oh, it's very pretty. Can you see it in the cap? I hope I'm talking loud enough. I am trying to not wake my sleeping father. Let's try and do this back to front, shall we? Supposedly this has a pink or rose gold sheen. Okay. So this is Periwinkle Twinkle. Even without whatever properties it's going to show us, it's a nice blue to write with. Okay. Warringle's Robinson Crusoe. I can see, I don't know if you can see, there is shimmer in the Majestic maple syrup. There should really be enough on that to do the swatch and the writing. We might just continue over here for a little bit. Oh, that's quite nice too. I quite like that blue too. Okay. Moonman Inks, Jade Pipes. I think I just went to disband it and I pressed new, and I just took all the new ink samples, because I do actually have a plan for next year, but it might now have to change because I might be moving, in which case I might not be able to do. Oh, I do hate when that happens. That's my only problem about having a steady hand getting into the ink vials. Alright, let's stay over here. Only problem is that line that I first made. Never mind. Okay, there might be a couple more Moonmans too. What do I think of that? Oh, I can see the twinkle in the periwinkle twinkle. Don't put water on the page, Rachel. I don't know if it'll show up, this top square. I can see the twinkle in that, and I can see the twinkle in that. Alright, something purpley. Ferris Wheel Press, Once Upon a Time, Poison Ivy. this has got properties too. Hopefully this might be enough ink. Wow, look how dark it is in there though. I'll try before I get this up, so there should be a bit of time between me filming and you seeing. Try and get some background music going for some of these longer ink swatch videos. Ooh. That feels really quite thick, that ink. Wow. Okay. And this is Poison Ivy. Poison Envy, sorry. Wow. Did you see the water change? That's stunning. I don't think you can see it very... It's a really deep purple. And I think from what I remember seeing it on their Instagram page, it's got greeny bits. Okay, we've got another Ferris Wheel Press Song of Scarlet. I'm just having a little... Do I already have this? No. Because it wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the first time. Actually, I was concerned about that Dominant Industries, and I didn't really need to be, did I? That's beautiful. Even the tide in Robinson Crusoe. Wow. Look at the red. Yeah, what am I doing? There might be enough in there. Can't remember if this has got any shimmers or anything. Let's come over here. We might go down the page like this. Look at that straight line. Wow. Outstanding work. That's a nice deep red. Wow. Song of Scarlet. Nice. Robert Oster Brandy. Okay, oh yeah. I'm almost tempted, actually. We might do it. In fact, let's do it now. Because I don't think you're going to see how good that Poison Envy is. Where is that thing? And that thing. And then we'll let that dry while I do the rest of the ink swatching, and hopefully you can see how amazing that is. Okay. Let's hope there's enough ink I can make this work. Ferris Wheel Press. Oh yeah, fine. I also normally do, but I would like to put a little bit of paper. Oh, good. We're going to have an ink catastrophe. I like to just do a little side tab. I'm going to put that aside and we'll look at that afterwards if I remember. Right, back on track, because I can see, but I just don't know how well you can see, the tide marks in that Poison Envy are stunning. In fact, there's even some on the cloth. Alright. Oh, we're going to be a long video. Okay, Warringal Anubis, and this is a shimmer as well. Oh yes, you can see it there. Oh, we didn't do Mr. Robert Oster's one there. We'll do it in a moment. I think with these bigger swatches, they're not all going to fit on this page. I might have to have a plan B. Alright, Warringal. Alright, let's get back to Robert Oster Brandy. It's like an orangey. It's a little bit brighter than whiskey, isn't it? I love this Kakamori dip pen. I suppose I had better. Oh, it's going to get stained. Alright, Ferris Wheel Press Golden Gate Glow. Some of these I don't think are new. I don't actually know the newest release Ferris Wheel Press. I don't know. Adult, no. I also don't know if this one has any properties. Very watery. I may not have dried out this enough. Ferris Wheel Press. I don't think I intended to have 3 oranges. A green. Oh my goodness, look at the shimmer in that. Secret Garden this is. I think we'll just let that stand. We'll come back to that one. Okay, Moonman Inks Floating Catkins. We'll let that Warringal just let the shimmer settle for a moment, and we'll do it in a minute. There might be enough ink in there. Oh, well, that's a nice green, a grassy green. Oh, I like that. I'm not going to have room to write inks. This is floating something. Catkins. How much ink am I going to have going on to hospital? I like that green a lot. One wonders if I have anything that matches that, but we're not going to waste time actually. Okay, let's try this. Let's get this nice and dry. Let's get that out of the way. Because we're... Oh, shit, Rachel, you nearly, and excuse my swearing, spilled that. I'm waiting for the day, because there's carpet on the office floor, I am waiting for the day that I spill ink on the carpet. I want to make sure we get the shimmer in this. Secret Garden. That's definitely a warmer green than the Secret Garden. Robert Oster Detox. Oh, that's a nice deep olive green. Oh, I like that too. I don't want to get all that ink. Yes, I'm a fan of that too. I need to perhaps not have had quite so much ink on the pen. So we've got room for 4 more, and then I'll put the last few onto swatch cards like I did before, which we'll have a look at. Okay, this is an ink called Collection Traced Tea. Not heard of them before, but I liked the look of the colour. I hope. I did on the website anyway. It's looking a little bit... I'd be concerned if I was served this up as tea. It's not Builder's Brew tea, that's for sure. It's a bit green for that. It's actually quite a nice... so this is called Collection Traced. And the ink is tea. Okay, so I'm going to... Oh, there is something shimmery that could stand. Another Collection Traced Bamboo. I think we might just shift that over. Hello. It appears that somewhere along the way the camera cut out. I was obviously taking too long. So I'm not 100% certain what you last saw being swatched, but in the interests of the fact that this video was obviously getting too long, I went ahead and finished swatching, so I will just show you the end results now, and yeah, I'll find out what exactly you missed. So let's, first of all, there is no problems on the back of the sheet, so I didn't need to worry. For some reason I thought Dominant Industries might give me some grief, but so we'll do it like that. So we've got pointy thing, please. We've got Ferris Wheel Press Tumultuous Tides, you can probably read it. Dominant Industries Periwinkle Twinkle, and you should be able to see it's very pretty. It is very pretty. That could be bottle worthy. Robert Oster Whiskey, Warringall's Robinson Crusoe, and quite interesting with the more greeny swatch at the bottom of the square. I did think you could see it in the writing, but at the moment, yeah, I do think you can see the Crusoe. The Robinson is darker than the Crusoe, but anyway. Ferris Wheel Press Majestic Maple Syrup. I don't know, I need to maybe do that. Yeah, you can see. Moonman Inks Jade Pipes. I quite like the way that writes. Ferris Wheel Press Poison Envy. So if you remember, I said I would do the swatch, and I'll show you. I don't know how well we're going to see. I don't know if you can see the green tide in that swatch, but this is the card we did. Look at that green, look at that. It's got quite a lot of the green in it. There is purple, yeah, it might be able to show up enough. You can see the purple there around the edges, but there is a lot of the, look at that, that's stunning. I don't know that I can see it in the writing at this point in time. Okay, and then, oh look at that, you can see the colour. That's Ferris Wheel Press Song of Scarlet. That actually shows up better. Okay, yeah. And there is actually a green tide mark around that blue shimmer as well. I don't know if that's picking up on the camera yet. Warringall Anubis, if I do it. I haven't quite got the light positioned properly. Robert Oster's Brandy. Ferris Wheel Press Golden Gate doesn't look like it's got any shimmer. Moonman Inks Floating Catkins, I do like that green. Warringall's Secret Garden, where are we? So we're looking at this one here. Oh yes, you can see, I can see it coming up on the camera. Robert Oster Detox. Collection Traced Tea. There is sort of a more orangey at the top, and then the green, and then Collection Traced Bamboo, which has sort of got purpley highlights in it. Then down the bottom I've got Moonman Inks Bingdi Lotus, which is quite a nice dusty pink, and another Moonman Inks Drizzle, which is actually quite pretty too. And the three that didn't fit on the page, we've got Ferris Wheel Press Hampton Harbour Sage, which I quite like, even though it's quite light. I'd be interested in doing a page and writing and seeing how that came out. Warringall Juliet, which is a very pretty pink, and I don't know if you can see. Are we getting it? There is shimmer right in the middle there. There's some gold shimmer. I can't see it reflecting on the camera at the moment, but I might be out on the big screen. And lastly, this is still not dry. you can tell. Moonman Inks Small Mountain, which is quite a dark olive green, which is quite pretty. It's a muddy green sort of thing. I quite like it, but the fact that it's still not dry. Anyway, so that is where we're at. I will, if I do that, that is already on the page. We just did a different swatch. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21 inks I got. Okay, so I will get this edited together and you will see it at some point. Thanks everyone. Bye for now.